I'm Sarah Rayne, and I'm here to talk about my newest book, which is called House of the Lost, and is out in mass market paperback in August. It started with the premise of a writer who plugs into something that turns out to be actually real. In other words, he realises that he's writing about events and people that actually happened. I was very keen on doing something like this. Some years ago, I was looking for a particular character for a book, and I couldn't find him, and then I saw an Irish monk lecturing, and he was exactly what I wanted. So I used him. I used his name, not the surname, just the first name, and I gave him various attributes, various characteristics, and it worked quite well. And then some years later, I got to know the real monk fairly well. In fact, we are still good friends. And I discovered that all the things I'd used for my fictional character were correct. He really did have all those attributes, all those characteristics. So that led me into thinking whether that would make the base for a story. But I needed something in the past to latch on to. And I saw a TV documentary about a very dark period of 20th century history. And if I say what it is, it will give away the plot of the book, so I don't think I'd better. But I found this very dark section of history, and that is interwoven with the present day story of my character trying to write his book. The working day for a writer is not really a very interesting one, but it's a question that often gets asked. And for me, it's just 8:30 in the morning at the desk, and if it's much later than that, I feel uncomfortable and even guilty. Straight run through to lunchtime. Lunch can be 12 o'clock if work's not going very well, or 2:30 if it is. Break in the afternoon, and then another 2, possibly 3 hours early evening. And that's really it, actually. You can go out, people say you can go out and look for ideas, and certainly you can get ideas from people you see in the street or a restaurant or various places. But for me, the ideas just come sort of smack out of the blue when I'm not looking for them. With the book that came out last summer, Ghost Song, I'd wanted to write a book about the Edwardian music halls for a very long time. My father was a music hall performer in the 1920s and 1930s, but I couldn't see how it could be used until my brother made a chance remark about music hall songs and how they are very often there's a much deeper meaning in them than you would think. The classic example there is the one that so many people know, My Old Dutch. We've been together now for 40 years and it don't seem a day too long. A lot of people don't know that actually was written as a lament. It's the husband's farewell to his wife as they go up the hill together to the workhouse, knowing that they're going to be separated for the first time in 40 years. It's very sad. But as soon as my brother referred to that, I saw that a crime and the clues to it could be hidden inside a music hall song. And the truth wouldn't come to light until the present day. And so Ghost Song was born. I'm just putting the finishing touches to the new book, which is scheduled for publication in 2011. And it's the same, the past affecting the present story. It's a village that becomes rather sinisterly isolated for a great many years. And when it's opened up again, some surprising things come to light. There are bodies there that nobody knew about. And the story of the family who lived in that village, in the old manor house, in the early part of the early 1900s, is gradually unfolded, and some very surprising and tragic and macabre things happen to them, and those things are still affecting the people who live in the area today.